Hi, how's it going? I'm EJ Fernandez with Gallagher Insurance. Today with me, I have Anthony Coppola from Two Rivers Title, a very good personal friend of mine, and always my go-to referral for title insurance for customers and a lot of my referral partners. Anthony, thanks for doing this with me. I appreciate it. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do at Two Rivers?
First of all, EJ, thank you for having me. Hello, everyone. My name is Anthony Coppola. I'm an account representative of Two Rivers Title. I handle and provide residential and commercial title services here in New Jersey, New York, Florida, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania. Been in the business for over 26 years now. I have a law degree, which helps me every day, and I love what I do. What I try to do is bring people together to grow our businesses mutually. That way we can all grow as a team.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah, this is really all a relationship business, and I think that you definitely exuberate that in how you go about yourself. So very excited to talk about this. Tell me what's been different with title insurance recently over the last couple months. I know that the entire industry has changed, but how are you guys having to go about your business differently than you normally would?
Well, thanks for asking, EJ. Really, what's been happening over the past couple months has been a real challenge with COVID-19, but luckily, Matt Cohen, the owner of Two Rivers Title, myself, and our whole team, it's really the way we've been able to pivot. We are doing closings every single day. We are taking every precaution. We send closers either curbside, people's office, or home. We have the gloves. We have sanitary pens. We have a closing package for them, which isn't touched. That way, we're able to observe the wet signatures, make sure we are in compliance with our underwriter and the lender requirements. A lot of other title agencies are trying to do it all remotely through the remote online network, otherwise known as RON. But Governor Murphy in the state of New Jersey, most importantly, the Department of Banking and Insurance, has not given their full approval yet to non-wet signatures. So it can't be simply a case of I email you the package, you email it back, and I watch you through a video screen as your notary. That isn't in compliance. So those are the steps that we're taking to pivot during COVID-19. The other avenue we're doing is that we have long-standing relationships in all 21 counties with searchers, and we have 3 underwriters. For example, Passaic County, a lot of other title agencies are not able to go in and do the actual search work. We have a relationship with the searcher. We have searches that go back many, many years, and we're able to offer special insurance provisions such as gap insurance through our underwriter. So if we're able to analyze a property in Passaic County or other counties, chances are we're able to do it. And that comes down to relationships, as you said earlier.
Awesome. Yeah, and I can personally attest to that. I was able to complete my refinance not too long ago, used Two Rivers for it, and all the stuff that you talked about was indeed true. You know, I felt very safe doing it. You guys made it happen, and everything was, done with wet signatures, like you said. And I wouldn't have even known that you guys had been doing anything in the background, to be honest, which is amazing. So, yeah, thanks for talking a little bit about that. So the question then becomes, it's like anyone else in the real estate business, but there's so many title agencies out there, right? So why Two Rivers? And I just know from my experience that you guys have a reputation of always closing on time, right? Which is, to me, is the single most important part of the transaction. How do you do that, and how do you kind of market yourselves that way?
Well, the way we market ourselves, and myself in particular, is always trying to close on time. We don't guarantee it, but we make every effort to make it happen. It goes out on our initial paperwork in the title commitment. There's a special sheet that says, let's close on time. And we're giving the client step-by-step instructions as to what it's going to take, whether it's the attorney, the mortgage representative, the realtor, or the client themselves. And what we're able to do is we offer unparalleled paralegal service. We have 11 paralegals at this time who averaged 23 years of law firm experience before they came aboard Two Rivers Title. So you're handling it by senior paralegals on top of the file. We also have 4 clearance officers who we brought on board this year. These clearance officers, EJ, are like a second paralegal. They are assigned to one of the 11, so they're working together as a team. Not only is it an extra set of hands to return a phone call, to work with the bank, the attorney, the buyer, the lender, the realtor, but also to make sure that we all move towards a mutual agreed closing date. There's a lot of things that go on in a closing. There's a lot of little things, a lot of big things. And I've always said to my clients throughout my 26 years, title insurance is the backbone of the closing. If everything is not in line, we will not close. We have to react to what we read in the title reports. We cannot predict what will happen, but we want to give you the latest information as soon as possible. With our 4 attorneys in the back office and a staff of over 50 people in 6 locations, including New York, Florida, Connecticut, and New Jersey, we have the expertise to bring it to the finish line, and we're proud to do so.
That's fantastic. I think you hit the nail on the head when you talk about communication and relationships. And I know we've had this discussion many a time, and you just rattled off a lot of the pieces of the puzzle of, the people involved in a home closing. So, I think a lot of people, the toughest thing when you have a customer who is going through a closing, you hear someone, well, I have a guy for this, right? I have a guy for that. I have the attorney. And, at the end of the day, the most important part that I found is that they all can talk to each other. And if they don't know each other, that can be kind of an issue. Talk to me a little bit about your relationships and kind of the importance that they play in making it all happen.
Well, my relationships are proactive. Although I'm a professional salesperson by name, I really want to be a professional relationship maker. A lot of my clients become my friends. I found in my experience that people do business with people they like, know, and trust. If there isn't a comfort level, you may have that first deal, but never a second deal, and certainly not over a number of years. Every client is different. Every prospect is different. It's my job to learn and take notes as to what it's going to take to get to the closing table sooner rather than later. Whenever I have a client for the first time, our settlement department manager contacts that client and says, thank you so much for our deal. We're looking forward to our first transaction together. Please give me some notes. Give me a guideline as to how you like to run your office and how you like to work your closings, because literally everybody is different. We also deal with a lot of clients who don't handle real estate on a regular basis. So we want to be able to walk them through the process, make sure there is a comfort level, and make sure they're in compliance. It has to be understood that title insurance is a regulated, filed rates, price fixed business. So we're literally charged almost all the same. It really comes down to expertise. And you're right when you say, well, Anthony, listen, I have a title person. I have a relationship I'm comfortable with. And I say, that's fantastic. I think you should keep that relationship. However, I'd like to be on your short list too. People do move on from the industry. They move away, they die, they retire. It's always good to have a backup. And if the backup becomes full-time, that's wonderful. But if I was second banana to most of my clients, that would be a good thing. I just want to show them the difference maker I make. The good service is expected. The value add is the introductions. That's how I cement relationships. But most importantly, my trademark is customer service. Much like other friends of mine on our team and in the business, my phone's on 24/7. I'm here to answer questions. I'm here to be an asset. I don't want to know all the answers. I want to ask the best questions, then I'll find the answers. But without customer service and my team behind me, who multiplies what I do, I'm only as good as my back office, who's my first client. That's how I've been able to be successful, and that's how I want to move forward going in the future.
That's great. Yeah, I can personally attest to that. You've got my stamp. And with that being said, I'm going to put your contact information in the description of this video. So if anyone watching would like to get in touch with Anthony and just have a conversation, please feel free. I think he has done a wonderful job for myself personally, for my referral partners, and for my clients. So thank you, Anthony, so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. And I look forward to continuing to work together.
Thanks for the opportunity, EJ. I look forward to referring you as well, and hopefully we'll all grow together.
All right, sounds good. Talk to you soon.
You got it. Thanks.